Morning everybody from Toronto. I did not get a good sleep last night. The fire alarm went off for almost 2 hours straight here last night from 3 to 5, and then I guess across the street they are building a condo like complex, or condo building. I don't know how I would have known this ahead of time, but they started construction at like 5-6 a.m. so I slept from like 11 to 3 basically. I'm here for business / to have a solo trip, but business first. I was actually here to record a podcast, but there was just like a few conflicts and it didn't work out, which is totally okay because I have some other stuff lined up. I'm gonna meet with Thomas, who's my manager, and Jess, who also works with Thomas, and we are going to just like have lunch together. And then we also have a few meetings dispersed today and tomorrow with some brands, which is kind of super out of my comfort zone to be like in person meeting with brands. But you guys know that's what this year is all about, is getting out of our comfort zone. So we're gonna do that. So the first reason I'm here is for that, and then the second reason is just like a little solo trip. I've only been to Toronto once really, and even then we were here for less than 2 days and we didn't really do a ton of exploring. I mean, you guys know I'm a very independent person, and taking a solo trip is a little out of my comfort zone. Not that this is like a, you know what, you shouldn't have to justify your solo trip. It could be across the pond, it could be, you know, an hour or 2, 3, 4 away. Like, it doesn't matter. It's still, you know, a trip that you're taking by yourself. And so I just want to walk around and explore. I feel like I always go into trips with like really high hopes of the weather, and it's cloudy, cold, and windy here. And there's also a streetcar that's running right outside here, which is really cool to see, but it's super loud, so I hope you guys can hear me okay. But yeah, I got in last night. I put in a few clips of me coming into Billy Bishop, which beautiful airport, by the way, right on the water. And then I actually have a rental car while I'm here, which I don't think is necessary if you're in Toronto. I just had plans on doing things outside of the city, and it ended up being a heck of a lot cheaper than getting just like a lot of Ubers. So I also think it's an anxiety thing. I like to have a car with me, and yeah, but it was actually really cheap. It was like about $60 to have the rental car for 2 days, so it was cheaper than like Ubers and stuff. And I'll just be kind of careful if I take it anywhere like with parking, because obviously parking is expensive in Toronto. But yesterday I drove to Vaughan and I had dinner with Caitlin, which magically Caitlin, I talk about her all the time. She's like my long lost like platonic soulmate, I think. Like, we're just literally like the same person, it feels like. And it was one of those things that we met in person for the first time, but it felt like we had known each other our whole lives, you know. And we literally got dinner, and then we went and got ice cream, and then we like, I felt like we were in high school, we kept saying, because we would just like sit in the car and just like talk. And we talked for like literally hours, and it was so fun. I already just can't wait to see her again. And yeah, so that's what I did yesterday. And honestly, I was just having so much fun that I didn't even think to vlog or pull out the camera or anything. We got a little cute picture though, I'll put it here. It was like super dark and rainy, but we took a cute little picture. And I drove back to Toronto, came to the hotel, and now we're here. So I'm super excited to be here. I really need some coffee, and there's also a launch going on, so I'm just waiting to see if that gets scrubbed or it goes. If you guys don't know, my boyfriend is a huge space guy, and there's a SpaceX launch this morning, so I'm obviously watching that because Matt has honestly kind of gotten me into space. I really just enjoy watching the launches, so I'm just waiting to see if that scrubs or if it takes off. And then we're gonna go get some coffee, and I have a lot of meetings like dispersed throughout the next 2 days. So I have like one today at, well, I have lunch at 12, and then a meeting at 3, and then tomorrow I have a meeting at 10. So they're kind of like the middle of the day-ish. So just trying to plan my days around. Today I really just want to walk and get a coffee and a bagel and just like meander around. Then I'm grabbing lunch with Thomas and Jess at 12, and then I think we're just gonna hang out. I think Thomas said he might have blocked his calendar off for a few hours. I don't really know, so I'm not really sure if I should like bring my computer or anything. We have a meeting at 3, and then I'm gonna walk along Dundas Street West because there's a lot of like cute boutiques and stuff there. It's Monday, so lots closed, but I figured I would do that because it's kind of near the hotel. And then I'm getting drinks and dinner tonight with Thomas, who's my manager, and Sam, who used to work for Shifted, which is my management team. And I'm so excited to see her. So that is the plan for today. And then tomorrow, I have no idea. Honestly, my flight is at 4, so I should probably be at the airport around, I mean, the airport is really tiny. I'm flying out of Billy Bishop, so I really don't have to be there till like probably, I don't know, like 2:30. Yeah, I don't know. We'll walk around and explore. I definitely want to come back. This is by no means like a Toronto travel vlog because obviously I'm not like, I don't have all this time to do touristy stuff and like, this is what you should do when you're in Toronto. Not even like, I'm really excited to have some time to take a little solo trip. And I feel like for me, as much as I'm an introvert and I love time alone, taking a solo trip is like kind of, I mean, Quebec City was my first solo trip, even though it was for work. And so I'm just like slowly getting there, you know? Like I'd love to do a solo Disney trip one day or like go to a city. I really wanted to go see Kelsey Ballerini in concert somewhere and take a solo trip there. But we have to work our way up, you know? There's nothing wrong with starting in, you know, a town near you or anything like that, right? Like if you're in Ottawa, you could go to Montreal or Toronto, etc. So I just want to say we all start somewhere, and I'm excited to have a little solo time to myself. I love being by myself, which is a blessing and a curse. We're gonna go get coffee and a bagel, and we're just gonna wander around Toronto. I'm so excited. I will say, as a vlogger, I love when hotel rooms have a lot of flat surfaces for you to vlog on, which is like such a random thing. But for me, it makes a big difference. Like this windowsill, perfect. There's like a ledge here, perfect. Amazing. The laundry got scrubbed, which is a bummer, but that's okay. This is my first time wearing trousers. I feel like really cool in them. I was like, girl, I gotta step my outfit game up when I'm in Toronto because, you know, these girls be really cute and I'm like, you know, I mean, I wear cute things, I think, but you know, I want to be cute and trendy. I got an eye twitch going. That's how you know I'm freaking exhausted. But I wanted to kind of like make this a little more casual. Anyone else like see really cute outfits on Pinterest and then they put it together and it like never looks that cute? Because me, literally me, all the time. Okay, I mean, maybe this would look cuter probably if my jean jacket was cropped, but whatever. It's fine, whatever. I need coffee so bad. There's like a little thing to make it here, but I cannot figure it out. It's like a drip something. Best travel bag. Best travel bag in the world. It's not even heavy. It's literally perfect. I love it so much. Let's go explore Toronto. I know someone watching this is gonna be, girl, it's just Toronto. It's not that exciting, but I didn't grow up coming to Toronto, so. This was like my whole morning this morning. I just got back. I filmed this whole clip and realized it wasn't even filming. But you know when it's like so windy and you just do your hair and then it gets really knotted? Excuse me. That's what's going on. I also feel like every trip I say I'm gonna get good Instagram pictures and then the weather never cooperates. It's like the universe just doesn't want me to have a good Instagram feed, you know? I'm just giving up. But I have been posting a ton on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me, go follow me there. I'm really in my like vintage, not vintage, like film camera era. The app Dazcam, it's amazing. I'm just getting ready to pack up my stuff and head to the office, my management office. I spent the morning walking down Queen Street West, which had a bunch of stores, but the issue is that nothing opens till like 11. So I went into a bookstore in Anthropology and I got a bagel. I think I walked like 5 kilometers, honestly. Just feeling honestly pretty anxious. I am a very like introverted person. And if I could like book this trip and like just do my own thing the whole time and not like see, well, Caitlin was like an exception because that's like a friend. Well, I'm not saying that like my management team isn't my friend, but like that's an exception. I would literally just come to Toronto and just wander around this city for 2 days straight and like not talk to a single person or see a single person. Like that to me is like the dream trip. Obviously doing stuff with Matt, like I mean Matt's like my partner in crime, of course, but if I was by myself, you know what I mean? And I'm just like a little anxious at all the socializing I have to do, and I know it like comes with the job, but I'm just a little overwhelmed, which is like, I don't know. It's funny because you guys probably wouldn't think I'm an introvert because I do YouTube. But this to me is like talking to my friends. But anyways, I love spending time by myself. I haven't always. If you guys, I'll try and link the video down below. I think it was one of my trips to Augsburg and I talked about doing things by myself, but I have not always been like this. Apologies for the noises, city noises. I mean, I've been very open about this because I don't see a reason to hide it. But you guys know that my dad moved to the States when I was younger, when I was like 12, and I only started to realize when I started therapy in my like later teen years the implication that had on me. And this is not me like villainizing anyone. I'm just telling you guys. I don't think there's an issue with me like telling you guys these parts about me, right? I've held back for so long, but who I am, right? But this isn't me like villainizing anyone. This is just part of who I am. And I realized that I have some pretty, I mean, I've worked through them for the years. Oh my gosh, why am I getting emotional? But I have some pretty bad abandonment issues, and I'm crying, but I was in a really bad relationship before I dated Matt. I just wish I could hug me at that age. And I knew this person was just like not a good person from the get-go. It was very manipulative, abusive relationship, and I just like wanted love so bad in my life. I realized through many years of therapy that I try to fix people. I try to fix people so they stay with me because I have abandonment issues, and you know, I was so codependent because I think that's a common trait when you're in like a manipulative or toxic relationship, is you're just very codependent on the person. Like I just like could not be by myself, to the point where I'd be like, I wouldn't go hang with my friends because I'd be like, well, what if he gets upset? Or I was so codependent on this person. It took a toll out of my family life, my friendships. Like for months I just didn't see my parents, and I can't believe I put them through that. All for like this stupid guy who ended up being probably, anyways. And you know, I wish him the best now. I hope that he's changed and all that stuff, but you know, I was so codependent that I wouldn't even go see my own family. Like I just look back, and all this to say, I haven't always been an independent person, but Matt, and I said this in that video, which I'll link it, but Matt has truly brought out like the best side of me, and I am just so much more independent now and not dependent. Like I used to really be like coexist and cohabitate with my partner, and Matt has just brought out this like really independent side in me. And I have all this to say, like I just haven't always been independent. And I was sitting in the bagel shop eating my bagel today, and I was just like thinking of how far I've come. You know, I just like never thought I'd find a good person. I really didn't think I deserved it because of all of my issues, and realizing these things through therapy. And Matt was originally going to come with me. Like originally this wasn't going to be a solo trip. He was going to come because Matt loves my manager. Thomas and Matt get along so well. I ended up, he couldn't get the time off of work. He was on call this weekend. Just like so supportive, and I think that helps too, having a really supportive partner. But I know it's like silly, like I'm just in Toronto, but like I can't believe I'm doing this. And like I said, it probably sounds so silly to some people. I know there's people that like solo travel to Europe and all these fun places, but this is like really big for me. We got so off topic because I was talking about how I was anxious because I had so many social plans. But anyways, I just needed to like rant. I think this video is just going to be my Toronto trip, but it's just going to be very chatty. I just think it's always possible, you know, if you want to be more independent, or you want to take a solo trip or do more things by yourself and get out of your comfort zone, it's never too late. I mean, even this for me, as much as I'm an introvert and I love doing things alone, this trip is out of my comfort zone for sure. And it's even out of my comfort zone to have so many social plans. But anyways, yeah, so long story short, I never used to be this independent. Matt has truly brought out like the best in me and just really helped me blossom and like flourish as a person. And also I'm feeling a little anxious because I have so many social plans. But that's why I'm really trying to spend my time that I have alone. Like I blocked off my calendar and I just spent the morning wandering, which to me, wandering around like a new city. I've been to Toronto like once but like, you know what I mean? To me, it's like still very new. Like I could just like grab a coffee and wander around for hours. It's like my favorite thing to do. I don't want to like really spend much money. I just want to wander around stores. I do want to get a jelly cat though. I really want to get a jelly cat. I told Matt, I think my souvenir on every trip is going to be a stuffed animal, even though I'm 25. But I really want a jelly cat, so maybe we'll find one. I have a little bit of solo time this afternoon after my meeting. I'm going to pack up my bag and stuff. I'm going to bring my computer and stuff just because like I'm not really sure. I also get anxious too. I'm so type A, you guys know, so I don't like not knowing. Like we're having lunch at 12 and then we have a meeting at 3, but what are we doing in between, you know? Like I just get so anxious, and I think this trip is good for me to learn to just go with the flow a bit more. I fix my hair too. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that life chat. I picked up some little goodies from the store, 3 Fates. It was like a boutique. She also had like a little used book section, and this book literally just came out, like a 2023 release, and all of her books were $5. Like people could bring books in, you could do trades. So I picked this up, and then I picked up, Matt is gonna kill me for bringing another mug in, and super cute little speckled blue mug. I thought it was so cute. So I really did not need another mug, but I was looking for a jelly cat. I'm like on a mission to find a jelly cat. But a book and a mug, how much more Carter can we get? I feel like I had a really good day though, in terms of like my skin. Like I just felt very confident today. I really love the new It Cosmetics CC cream I got the glowy one. I was just like feeling very confident and happy, and I really liked the way it looks on my skin. So I feel like I haven't had like a day like today in a long time where I just felt like really confident, and that felt really nice. But I'm trying to muster up the courage to go to dinner, but I'm zonked, you guys, and I feel like there's such like a blurred line of wanting to get out of my comfort zone and socialize more, and also like respecting my boundaries. Like I am so tired. I feel like I've been around people for most of the day, and I'm just like not a nightclub like restaurant bar girly, you know, like that's just not me. And so we're going to Soho House for dinner and a drink. I don't even want to drink, honestly. I might just get like a Diet Coke. I'm really not in the mood to drink. I feel like it's like another one of those trips where I had like all these expectations that I really wanted, like because I'm here for business, I really wanted to shoot a lot of content, but it's been so windy and rainy here. Every trip I go on, I'm always like, oh, and like when I'm with Matt, it's a bit different because I want to like live more in the moment. But when I'm here by myself, like I really wanted to like shoot a lot of content, like reels and stuff, just to have, because I'm here for work and I had time to kill. But the weather was so bad, so I'm hoping tomorrow, even though it's supposed to be a little colder, that it's not as windy and I can maybe shoot a few Instagram reels. But I'm gonna slowly start getting ready. I'm not gonna recurl my hair, honestly. I'm just gonna leave like this. I really don't care. And get dressed and then drive over. I actually have really not minded driving here. It hasn't been as bad as I thought. I found parking super easy at the shifted office, and I've had like no issues, honestly, and I just feel safe driving. Like I like driving. Okay guys, a little fit check. You're on my phone, but Abercrombie bodysuit. I think these are Old Navy jeans. That also is not dirt, by the way, it's just the floor. Old Navy jacket, little Joe Fresh cute little ruched purse, and I'm gonna just throw on those tennis shoes. We're gonna go to Soho House. I don't know, it looks bougie. I'm a McDonald's girl, if you know what I mean.
So here's the thing, Sam. You know me.
All right, I need coffee. All right, you guys, we are back. We've acquired a cappuccino. I also had a ham and cheese croissant, which is like my go-to like in the morning. I love a good ham and cheese croissant. It's really chilly today, which I'm just grateful it's not winter and there's no snow, but it's crazy the fluctuations in the weather. Like I did not pack for today. Sunday when I got here, it was like in the 70s. Today, let's see how warm it is. This is for all my Americans that always ask me to share the weather conversion. Yesterday, it was in the 60s. Today, it is 38. It's so cold out. But it is 9:06. I did not sleep well last night. I think I just don't sleep well like by myself in hotels. So yeah, I just like tossed and turned. It feels like my watch says I got like 7 hours of sleep, but it was definitely like a broken sleep. So I got a large cappuccino, and that coffee shop was so cute. My alarm went off at 7. I got up at 8, so I don't really have too much time this morning, but it's fine because after my meeting is done, I have like pretty much the whole afternoon. I just need to like check out and stuff. The meeting, not the meeting's the awkward time, like you know how hotel checkout is always like between 10 and 11. I kind of have to like check out early obviously because of my meeting. So yeah, I read at the coffee shop I read like a chapter of my book. It was really good, honestly. So I'm excited to keep reading that, hopefully on the flight home. But yeah, my flight's at 4, and since it's domestic, I'll probably show up like 2:30. And so my meeting is done around 11. And I'm trying to figure out, I really maybe want to walk down Ossington, because that's where Araste said like all the good like thrifting and stuff is. But I really wanted to get a jelly cat, but I don't really need one. I have Drogon here, my dragon. If you guys are new here, this is Drogon. If you watch Game of Thrones, you know. I got him in Quebec City on my first solo trip. It was a work trip, but still. So he is like my little solo travel companion. But I think I'll just like do some exploring. It's really not too nice out. I was gonna slick my hair back, but the issue is that if I do, my hair has so many flyaways that it's just like gonna look worse. So I feel like I should just keep it down. And I need to figure out what I'm gonna wear. So yeah, we'll have a little exploring time after, which is nice. Last night was so fun. We went for dinner at Soho House, which if you guys know me, I am not a bougie person at all. Like Matt and I literally eat McDonald's as takeout. And I think Soho House is like a social club. I don't really know. They have a lot of locations everywhere, my manager said, but basically it's like this, you pay like a yearly fee and it's like a social club thing. So anyways, he can bring guests in, so we got to go. It was kind of like Club 33 at Disney. That's how I picture it. So we had dinner there. It was really good. I had like a black truffle capatelli home and went right to bed. It wasn't like we went out on the town. I had to drink one drink. So yeah, dinner was good. You can't like take pictures or anything there. I think I have one clip of my food, but you can't like, basically you don't want other people to be in the background. You can't, I think it's like Club 33, like a prestigious like club, so you can't take pictures with like people in the background. So I have a little clip of my food, I think, and an Instagram picture of our drinks. But I'm gonna get ready and pack up and check out and then drive over to the meeting. I think it's on King Street East. I'm saying that as if I like know anything about Toronto. Oh, maybe I should leave now. It says it's a 23-minute drive. Shit. Okay, well, let's pack up and head out actually, because yeah, I think it's gonna be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pack up and head out now because it says it's like a 25-minute drive and it's already 9:10. So I'm just gonna quickly pack up and change, and then we'll head out to this meeting, and then we'll shoot the shit after. Hello everybody, it is currently lunchtime. It's 12:45. I just paid for parking. I'm about to go explore Ossington, but I'm actually gonna go take myself out for lunch, which is something super out of my comfort zone. Also, I'm so sorry if my hair looks bad. It's just like at this point super fallen, the curls, because of like the wind and stuff from yesterday. But yeah, like I can eat at a coffee shop or anything like that, no problem. Like today I literally, oh my gosh, like this morning I literally read at that coffee shop and I had no issue with that. But the idea of like taking myself out for a sit down lunch just gives me a lot of anxiety. So I figured since we're doing like a solo trip and we're getting out of our comfort zone, that would be something fun to do. It's just, this is really just a trip of spending time with myself and taking myself out on dates and stuff. So we're gonna do that and then walk around Ossington for a little bit, I guess. So that is the plan. So we're gonna go, I think, to Manita for lunch. So I'm going to do that. I have to pee really bad, so that's also why I want to eat at a restaurant so I can use their bathroom. And I'm also just really, really hungry. So let's go do that. And I'll take you along Ossington with me. And then we will make our way to the airport and drop off the rental car and all that kind of stuff. But We've made it to the airport. I'm gonna change when I get inside. I have to like open my suitcase up. It's snowing right now, by the way. But I'm so happy because the only thing I wanted to do on this trip was go to Little Ghost Books, which is like a horror only bookstore, and I went and I'm so excited. I got this cute little tote bag that I didn't need, but I wanted to support them. I'll give you a quick haul because I'm just waiting for the ferry anyways. I had him recommend me a book based on like other horror books I've read, and he this one caught my eye. It's called The Dismembered by Jonathan Janz, and I like how small it is. It's a young lover is trapped in a nightmare of terror and obsession. He said it's in between YA and adult, so I'm really excited about that. And then I started reading Smoke Gets in Your Eyes by Caitlin Doughty, which I'm sure a lot of people know this book. It's not a new book, on my Kindle because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it or not. And then like 5 pages in, I loved it. So when that happens, I returned the book on my Kindle and then I wanted to buy it, but I didn't want to buy it at Indigo. Oh, we're moving on the ferry, one sec. Okay, like I was saying, I was gonna just buy it at Indigo when I got back, but honestly, I know it usually is a few more dollars expensive to buy a book at a local bookstore than like Amazon or Indigo, but when I can, I do want to support local. And the guy, I don't know if he was the owner or not, but he was so lovely. He chatted with me for like 15-20 minutes, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick it up while I'm here. It was the last copy they had, so I need to put that in my suitcase. And I loved it. It was like a little coffee shop too. It was like a book and coffee shop, and I picked up a tea just because I've already had 2 coffees. And look, it says thanks boo on it. It's so cute. So if you guys are newer to my channel, I'm like a huge horror movie buff, thriller, like I love all the spooky shit. So that was really fun, and that was the only thing I wanted to make sure I got done. So I did that. Now we're at the airport and we're taking the ferry. Look how cool this is. You literally have to take the ferry over to the airport because that's how small it is at Billy Bishop, which is just the like smaller airport in Toronto. But I like flying out of here. It's really, really chill.